been moving and groaning in your sleep for a while. Of course I have to room with a party member who struggles with their sleep. Huh. You're awake now. Is everything alright? You had a nightmare? Well, that's no good. Let me look at my spellbook here. I'm pretty sure I have magic to help with this. Let's see. Oh, what's with that look? Oh, you're probably wondering why I have my spellbook on me, even though we are supposed to be sleeping. Well, I always like to keep my spellbook close by, no matter where I am. There's no telling when something may come up. Need I remind you of the different times our party has gotten ambushed in the middle of the night? We try to always have people stay up and keep watch, but somehow whenever it's my turn to sleep, whoever's supposed to keep watch always ends up dozing off. If it wasn't for me taking these precautions, we would have gotten mugged, hurt, or worse, be dead. Thankfully tonight we found an inn to stay at, but that's besides the point. To me, this spellbook's like a weapon. It's my way to fight back. Of course, there are many spells I do remember, however, they are often the more offensive and defensive type. I am not dumb enough to be completely useless on the off chance that this book gets destroyed or stolen. But I can never seem to remember the utility spells, such as the anti-nightmare spell. Let's see here. I think I'm almost there. There it is. Now, just to let you know, this spell has to be cast every time before you fall asleep in order to actually prevent nightmares. So if you would like me to, I could always cast this on you before you go to sleep. You would just have to let me know. Huh? What was that? You do not want me to cast this spell? Why not? You clearly look like you were having a hard time. Why wouldn't you want to make it easier on you? So you don't want to rely on magic for this? I suppose that makes sense. Granted, you're not a magic user yourself, and the day that this party goes separate ways, you would lose access to this. But in that case, you would have to rely on buying spell scrolls or having some other wizard cast it for you. But I guess that would get pricey and rather difficult. I see your point. You'd rather not get used to something when you know it won't be available forever. Am I right? Yeah, I can understand that. But the offer still stands in the future if you're really struggling bad and just need some assistance. I am more than willing to help you out. Also, just to reassure you, this spell is safe. I've used it on myself plenty of times in the past, and I have used it on our cleric before, albeit without her knowing. Please don't tell her I told you this, but there have been some times I have noticed her struggling in her sleep, and I mean really struggling. I've never seen anything like it. Something is plaguing that girl, but it's up to her if she wants to disclose that or not. I do believe I may have said too much. Please, just disregard that. Anywho, back to talking about you. If you do not want to rely on this magic, is there any other way that I can help you? Huh? I've already been helping you? How? By talking and keeping you company. I get it. Well, I am glad that my company can make a difference. I know. I may not be the most comforting or welcoming person out there. I'm sure you've gathered that much at this point. I honestly rather be studying magic than interacting with others most of the time. However, I guess I could say that traveling with you and the rest of the party has made me see the benefits of having bonds with other people. When I first joined the party, it was more so to further my knowledge of the magical arts while traveling with a group that could keep me relatively safe. Magic users such as myself aren't the most sturdy individuals after all. We all have been through a lot, but somehow we manage to always make it work. I guess what I'm trying to say is that all of us come from different walks of life, different experiences that shape us, different things that we excel in, but it is because we're so different that we work so well together. Each one of us has a role to play in this party, and missing one of us would disrupt the dynamic severely. And as a wizard, I can do all sorts of things that you guys can never ever dream of doing. But I know that I cannot do the things that you guys do. I may know magic, but I do not possess the healing magics like our cleric does. And furthermore, I could never wield a weapon like our frontliners do. Trust me, that would probably be a disaster. Maybe I could wield a dagger at best, but honestly, that's pushing the limits for me. In a roundabout way, I'm just trying to tell you that you also serve a purpose here. You have proven yourself many times and have definitely done your part. I am not here to ask or pry about the nightmares that you're having, because honestly, that is not my business. But if by chance these nightmares are about you not being good enough, I have to tell you how wrong that is. You may not be able to do everything, and I do not think that there is anything wrong with that. No one can expect one person to be able to do it all. That would honestly be ridiculous. Think about it like this. The many amazing things we have in this world is an accumulation of the work of many individuals. Yes, one person may have started the spark, but in order to keep that spark alive, you need the help of others. Because, let's face it, we are not going to be in this world forever. But what we can do is, leave our mark on the world, and that could potentially last forever, depending. So I'm sure that you also can leave your mark on this world, if that's what you want to do. We have helped so many people as a party, and I am sure each one of us have left our mark. I know for a fact you have. I can tell by the look of some of the people's faces. You definitely left an impression. It may not seem like much, but these experiences can become stories that get passed along to others, thus becoming a cycle. We have given people a reason to believe in the good of others, and you best believe that you're a part of that as well. Things may not have gone over well had you not been here with us. Your existence truly matters here. The way you carry yourself, the way you talk to others, it leaves an impact. Something that we can't easily replace. You have your own unique self, your personality, everything that makes up you. Things just wouldn't be the same without you. That is to say, it's all going to work out some way. So don't take yourself for granted. You're doing just fine in my book. And I don't give compliments like that lightly, so take it as you will. And remember that a nightmare is simply just a bad dream. It is not your reality. The nightmares may come from your insecurities and fears, but do not let that define who you truly are. Do not lose yourself in the negativity. You are so much more than what your nightmares tell you. If something bad does come our way, we will figure it out together. If one of us makes a mistake, we will be there to fix it together. We are a team after all. No matter what happens, we have to keep trying. We have to continue on. We are all in this together, and I personally would not have it any other way. Yes, I may have my gripes with some of you guys, but at the end of the day, I could not think of any other party that I would want to be in. That's how much I cherish you guys. Which again, I don't say that just to say that. But that's besides the point. I really do hope that our conversation may have eased your worries, or at least gotten your mind off of things. And if it didn't, well, I'm sorry that I couldn't really help you out too much. I tried. Now then, I do think that you should get some more sleep. You're definitely gonna need it. And don't worry, I'm gonna wait here till you fall asleep first, just to make sure that you're okay. And if not, I guess we'll keep talking. But for now, I want you to try to close your eyes and try to get some rest.